There's a moment in every person's life when the veil falls away, and you see people for who they truly are, not who they pretend to be, not the masks they wear in public, but the raw truth of their intentions. The friend who smiles while secretly hoping you fail, the colleague who offers advice while plotting your downfall, the relative who celebrates at family gatherings but whispers poison about you in private conversations. Today, you're going to develop the most powerful skill a human being can possess, the ability to see through the smoke and mirrors, to recognize envy and falsehood before they destroy your peace, your progress, and your potential. This isn't about becoming cynical or hardened. This is about becoming wise, becoming untouchable, becoming the kind of person who moves through life with clarity and confidence because you can read the room, read the people, and protect what matters most. Watch their faces when you share your victories. Really watch. Notice how their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes when you tell them about your promotion, your new relationship, your breakthrough moment. But mention a setback, a failure, a moment of struggle, and suddenly they come alive with genuine interest. They remember every detail of your hardships while conveniently forgetting your triumphs. Their energy shifts, their posture changes, and for the first time in the conversation, you have their full attention. This is the person who celebrates your failures more than your successes, and they've just revealed themselves to you. Listen carefully to how they compliment you, because their praise carries poison. You look amazing for someone your age. You're so lucky to have gotten that opportunity. I wish I could be as carefree about money as you are. These aren't compliments. They're insults wrapped in silk, designed to cut while appearing kind. Every positive word comes with a qualifier, a hidden barb that leaves you feeling somehow diminished even when you should feel elevated. Genuine people give clean praise without conditions or comparisons. Envious souls cannot help but twist the knife even as they smile. There's something deeply unsettling about the person who tells you your dreams are impossible, your goals unrealistic, your ambitions foolish, only to quietly pursue the exact same path months later. They plant seeds of doubt in your mind while stealing the harvest of your ideas. First, they'll discourage you from starting that business, moving to that city, or chasing that opportunity. Then they'll watch as uncertainty creeps in, as you second-guess yourself, as you delay or abandon your plans. And when the coast is clear, when they think you've given up, they'll execute the very vision they convinced you to abandon. Pay attention to the questions they ask, especially the ones disguised as concern. How much did that cost? Are you sure you can handle that responsibility? Don't you think you're moving too fast? They position themselves as the voice of reason, the caring friend who's just looking out for your best interests. But their inquiries aren't born from love. They're fishing expeditions, attempts to gather intelligence they can use to feel superior or to expose vulnerabilities they can exploit later. They want to know your financial situation, your relationship status, your insecurities, not to help you, but to measure themselves against you. Notice how they can never let you have your moment. When you share good news, they immediately redirect the conversation to someone else's bigger achievement. That's wonderful, but did you hear about what happened to Jessica? Your success becomes a springboard for them to diminish your joy by highlighting someone who's doing better. This isn't healthy perspective. This is calculated deflation. A deliberate attempt to ensure you never feel too good about yourself in their presence. The most revealing conversations about you happen when you're not in the room. While they shower you with support to your face, they question your motives, your methods, and your character when speaking to others. They'll share your private struggles as gossip, twist your words to serve their narrative, or simply fail to defend you when you're not there to defend yourself. The warmth you experience directly from them contrasts sharply with the coldness that gets reported back to you through mutual connections. Everything becomes a competition with them, even the most trivial matters. Who got to the restaurant first? Who has the better phone? Who knows more about a random topic that came up in conversation? They turn every interaction into a contest they must win. This compulsive need to prove superiority reveals the deep insecurity that drives their envy. They cannot simply exist in a moment without establishing their dominance, even when nothing meaningful is at stake. They have an extraordinary memory for your mistakes and a convenient amnesia for your kindnesses. Every time you were late, every error you made, every moment you fell short. These are cataloged and preserved with photographic clarity. But the favors you've done, the times you've shown up for them, the kindness you've extended, these fade from their memory like smoke. This selective recollection serves their internal narrative that you're somehow less reliable, less worthy, less valuable than the reality of who you are. When they offer advice, examine whose interests it truly serves. Maybe you should take a break from dating. Are you sure you're ready for that next level? I think you should wait before making that investment. Their counsel isn't about your well-being, it's about keeping you in a position where you don't threaten their sense of superiority. They want you to stay small, to doubt yourself, to remain exactly where you are so they can feel comfortable with the dynamic between you. Watch how they operate in group settings, stirring up conflict between friends, spreading information that creates tension, planting seeds of discord that bloom into drama. Then they position themselves as the peacemaker, the voice of reason, trying to bring everyone back together. This gives them power, attention, and the false reputation of being helpful while they're actually the architect of the chaos. They thrive on drama because it distracts from their own inadequacies and gives them a sense of control over others. When you're struggling, they minimize your pain. At least you have a job. It could be worse. Others have it harder than you. But when they face challenges, even minor inconveniences become major catastrophes, requiring your full attention and sympathy. Your problems are overreactions. Their problems are emergencies. This double standard reveals their inability to empathize genuinely and their desperate need to be the center of attention and concern. The secrets you shared in confidence become weapons in their arsenal. During disagreements or when they feel threatened, they'll use your vulnerabilities against you, throwing your private struggles back in your face like daggers. The trust you extended becomes ammunition they fire when they want to hurt you most. This betrayal of confidence isn't accidental. It's strategic, designed to remind you that they hold power over your reputation and your peace of mind. They work systematically to isolate you from other meaningful relationships. They'll plant doubts about your romantic partner, question the loyalty of your friends, create unnecessary conflict between you and the people who genuinely care about you. They do this not out of protection, but out of possession. They want to be your primary source of validation and support, which means eliminating the competition for your attention and affection. When life inevitably brings you setbacks, they frame your struggles as lessons you needed to learn, consequences you brought upon yourself, or humble pie that was long overdue. There's a barely concealed satisfaction in their voice as they discuss your difficulties, a sense that justice has somehow been served. They position themselves as wise observers rather than compassionate friends, finding ways to feel elevated even when offering what appears to be comfort and support. You now possess something more valuable than gold, more powerful than any weapon, more protective than any shield: the ability to see clearly through the fog of deception that surrounds us all. These signs aren't meant to make you paranoid or suspicious of everyone you meet. They're meant to make you discerning, to help you distinguish between those who genuinely wish you well and those who smile while secretly hoping you stumble. Use this knowledge not to become bitter, but to become better. Not to close your heart, but to open your eyes. The world needs your light, your energy, your gifts, but it doesn't need you to waste them on people who don't deserve them. Surround yourself with those who celebrate your victories as if they were their own, who support your dreams without hidden agendas, who speak as highly of you in your absence as they do in your presence. Your future self will thank you for the boundaries you set today, for the energy you protected, and for the authentic relationships you chose to nurture. Stay wise, stay strong, and remember, your ability to recognize truth from falsehood is your greatest superpower.